awakening the hero within. And when I thought about this, I remembered something I'd heard last week. I think perhaps Ivan said it. When you recognize a positive quality in someone, it means that you actually have that within you, and you just need to find a way to let it out. And I kind of, when I was thinking about Trent, who's going to take us through this awakening our hero within, I kind of thought, well, we all already are heroes, aren't we, in our own small or big way? And it's just a matter of just awakening it and just finding that light within us. And, you know, a hero doesn't have to change the world, but you change the world by changing one little bit at a time, even if that one little bit is you, or that one little bit is a kindness to one of your fellow humans. We can all be great. And I just have to salute Trent for showing up no matter what, even in quarantine, for our 26th meditation as the Light Warrior Collective. And you are all part of that. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for sharing the magic that we create every Sunday. And it's just amazing. So you're all part of the collective, and we welcome each other with open arms and lots of love. Thank you, Trent.
Beautifully said, Vivian. Maybe everybody in the chat can quickly write where you're calling in from, so we get the connection down and kind of sink into each other as a practice of the Light Warrior Collective. Since this is a global community, I'm in my little bubble, and we're a little global group here as well. We're all from all over the place, from Canada to Central Europe, Mexico, also here in my little physical space. But I couldn't miss this in the world, connecting with you guys. And someone just brought me food. People are beautiful here. And you guys are beautiful too. So it's beautiful to be in presence with each other and really get this going. So many beautiful countries. We are here from all around the world, our beautiful 23 people today. Yeah. Vivian already gave a beautiful intro regarding our topic today. And I don't know if you also had little hurdles that we did. I think we all had to find our little hero today. So I hand it over to you then, Trent, I guess, unless Vivian, you still want to add something. And
no, I think Trent's ready.
Okay, well, on that note, yeah, let's get into it. And this is definitely very, very pointed today and very purposeful. Real quick in the chat, guys, how many of you guys are familiar with the hero's journey? How many of you guys have studied it and read Joseph Campbell in detail? Okay, I see a couple hands raised. I'm sure some of you guys are shaking your heads. Yes, some no. Okay. I'd highly, highly, highly recommend it, because once you study this, like, there's no going back. It like opens up movies, it opens up books. It just kind of like helps inform you for all of just creative writing, all of that type of thing. Drama, it just makes a lot more sense. And then you can apply it to your life. And that's where it's a lot of magic comes in too. Here's a graph for some of you that haven't seen this before. And this is super simplified. So the actual one is a lot more detailed. So it's more like Star Wars, or more like Lord of the Rings, right? Where it's got like every stop. It's got all the rich details. And so this one's kind of super simplified, but this can give you an example. And I was having a conversation with Barbara, because I know that I knew it was time for me to leave. And Thailand, I love it there. You know, it's so comfortable. It's so easy. You know, it's like I'm already in paradise and living in paradise. And then, but at the same time, like knowing I had some things to do, you know, knowing like there's some business that needs to be done. And so today, what I want to invite you all is to think about your hero's journey and where you are in your hero's journey. Are you at the beginning where you're hearing a call and you're like, denying that, saying, oh, I making excuses about taking your journey or taking your adventure? Or are you where, like I was, where it's time to return home? Like it's more like the return part of the journey, and it's like finish up a journey. So you want to be aware of that and just kind of get a sense of where you are in your own hero's journey, and because we're going to really use that in our meditation today. All right. So apologize, guys. I don't have music. I'm in China, and I usually use YouTube, so I'm unable to do that now this time. So we're just going to make the best of it. So bear with me. So now you want to get comfortable. Okay, you want to get situated. Sitting back. Start noticing your breathing. So you want to close your eyes. You want to take your attention inward. Breathe out anything you need to breathe out. Spine's erect, sitting up straight. Getting more comfortable. And even though there's no music, we can still enjoy the silence. Let the silence and the quiet, the space between words, slow us down. So starting with the scalp, relaxing your face, relax your eyes, relax your jaw, relax your neck, let your shoulders drop. All the tension in your neck and shoulders, you can go ahead and let that go. Relaxing your arms, relaxing your chest and back. Relaxing your stomach, sinking into your seat, allowing your hips to sink down, allowing your legs, upper legs to relax, letting that wash down into your calves and into your feet. Slowing down, relaxing. And go ahead and let's take a deep breath together. Let it go. So now visualizing where your bottom is touching the seat, seeing the roots come out, allowing that to ground you. Feeling that earthy quality, feeling safer, feeling in your space. All the way to the middle of the earth, the center of the earth, rooted and grounded. And you can expand this cord, you can expand these roots, give you more empowerment, to give you more of that grounded earth energy. You're feeling safe, feeling more balanced, feeling more connected. Bringing your attention upwards to your crown. And as you move your attention upward, you can always check your spine. You can check your other chakras and make sure you are aligned as best as you can be. Physically, but also psychologically. And also with your intention. So aligning, rooted, now you're aligning upward. Crown is open. Feeling easier, you're allowing the light in from above. Letting the energy flow. Allowing your rootedness and now your energy from above to seamlessly balance. to flow, to be easy. You just want to be feeling easier. You want to be feeling more expanded, more inward, more relaxed, more present, a little lighter than when we started. So now you want to feel for the presence of your brothers and sisters, your family, your soul family on the call. So feel that community, feel that connection, feel that familiarity. Almost like we're sitting around a campfire together. And there's like this sense of warmth, there's a sense of community, sense of connection, and there's a sense of warmth. So allow yourself to feel that now, feel that connection, and feel that welcoming presence. We're glad you're here. We're glad at what you're bringing to this collective, to this circle of souls. And allowing yourself to relax more, allowing your energy to rise in non-resistance, allowing yourself to flow, and allowing yourself to be connected. So now let's take our attention further inward. I'll count us down from 10 to 1. And so now you want to bring your awareness further inward. It's like you're walking down a stairway or staircase inside yourself. So every step you're becoming more relaxed. With every step you're becoming more inward. 10, 9, deeper, 8, 7, easier, 6, 5, 4, more and more relaxed, more and more comfortable, 3, 2, the outside world is fading, the attention is now inward, and 1, comfortable, present, expanded. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Again, you want to breathe all the way deep into your lower belly. And allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to go deeper, to be more authentic, to be more pure, to be more you, and to be more connected with your inner being. So bring to mind what we talked about as far as a hero's journey. Allow yourself to take stock of where you are. What does your soul have for you? What does your soul have to tell you about where you are in your hero's journey? Do you need to find courage to go on your hero's journey, to answer the call? Do you need to let go of something? Do you need to die to the old self and be reborn anew? Do you need to make peace about something? Do you need to return and take what you've learned to the community? So really, in the silence that we're experiencing today, allow yourself to take that knowledge, to receive, allow. That's a better word than take, to allow and receive that knowledge to arise within you now. And you can also take stock of your emotional state. How are you feeling? Do you feel you're lacking certain things? Do you feel that you're in a good place? I mean, what is it with you? Where are you at today emotionally? And just allow that to be. So now let's do some clearing statements. So bringing that up, we'll do some clearing statements to get even more non-resistant. So everywhere you're resisting the call, can you let that go? So anytime, guys, anytime I invite you to let go, you want to breathe into your contracted energy. Any part of you that's not flowing, that's not breathing, that's not allowing, that's not receiving, allow yourself to breathe into that. Allow that to be. And when you breathe out, you want to feel a sense of expansion. You want to feel a sense of ease. So you're step by step becoming more easy. Step by step becoming more still, becoming more being instead of doing. Anywhere you lack the courage to do something that you know you need to do, can you now breathe into that and can you let that go? Anywhere you're resisting what your soul is telling you, what your heart and soul is whispering to you, anywhere you're resisting receiving that, can you now breathe into that and can you let that go? Anywhere you're afraid of change, can you let that go? Anywhere you're afraid of losing the approval of others, can you let that go? Anywhere you're afraid of looking bad, so failing. You're not answering the call because you're afraid of failing. You're afraid of looking bad in front of other people. You're afraid of losing status. You're afraid of losing something. Some false pretense. Anywhere you're afraid of acting because of what you fear you might lose, can you allow yourself to feel that? Feel that contraction. I can feel it now in the group energy. Allow yourself to feel that now. Can you breathe into it? Can we collectively breathe into it? And let that go and be more real. Can you allow yourself to be more authentic with your heart and soul here and now? So anything in the way of that, can you let that go? Anywhere you're afraid of being judged, you're afraid of other people judging you, can you let that go? Can you breathe into that and can you let that go? Anywhere you're afraid of making a mistake, messing up real bad, anywhere you're afraid of being punished, reminds you of childhood, or getting in trouble in class, getting in trouble, breaking the rules at church, whatever that is. Anywhere you're afraid of expanding, anywhere that fear of negative judgment or that fear of making a bad mistake is getting in your way of answering the call of your heart and soul. So again, we're not talking about hedonism here. We're talking about inspiration. We're talking about divine guidance. We're talking about being led by love. Okay, we're talking about replacing fear with love. So anywhere you're feeling resistance to that, anywhere you're feeling reluctance to let go, I invite you to gently remind yourself to trust love, and to be easy about it. Allow yourself to be easy about it. Again, you don't have to force change. We're not forcing anything here. Simply allowing ourselves to be easier, allowing ourselves to be more, really just to be who we are. So anything in the way of that, can you let that go? Can you allow yourself to breathe easier? Can you allow yourself to breathe deeper? Anywhere you're afraid that you don't have what it takes, so you're not acting because you don't feel that you have the abilities, or you have the courage, or you have something. Anywhere you're not acting because you feel you lack something, can you now breathe into that? Can you let that go? And can you allow yourself the grace to grow step by step? Can you allow yourself the grace to learn as you go? To allow life to be a dance, to lead when you need to lead, to follow when you need to follow, to learn when you need to learn, to grow when you need to grow. Can you allow yourself to be easy about that? And to feel better about your ability to learn and grow. You're not static. So anywhere you feel stuck, that you can't learn and grow, can you allow yourself to breathe into that? And can you let that go? Anywhere you feel like a failure and you're letting the past hold you back. You're afraid of acting because you don't want to fail again. You're afraid something in the past is holding you back. Can you allow yourself to breathe into that? Can you feel that pain, and can you let it go? And can you allow yourself the same mercy? Can you allow yourself the same grace that you would give your friend or your family? Can you cut yourself some slack? Can you be easier on yourself? And can you allow that to expand? Can you be easier even more? Can you give yourself the same grace you give other people? Or even more? Or even maybe half as much as you give other people if you're hard on yourself? Can you allow yourself to loosen up? Can you allow yourself some grace? Some levity to make mistakes, to learn from them, to get better, and to not beat yourself up. So everywhere you're beating up on yourself because of something you did in the past, so mistakes that you made in the past, so you say, oh, I'm not going to do it again, I'm not going to try again, and you're not answering the call because of that, to be the hero in your life. So anywhere you're doing that pattern, can you allow yourself to breathe into that? Can you let that go? Anywhere you're afraid of having or holding a higher opinion of yourself. So anywhere you're resisting having a better self-image, can you allow yourself to breathe into that? And can you let that go? Everywhere you're letting the opinion of other people dictate the opinion of yourself. So anywhere you're letting the external control your self-image, or control your self-esteem, or control how you esteem yourself. Anywhere you're doing that, can you breathe into that, and can you now let that go? Can you let that go some more? Can you let that go even more? Can you allow yourself some grace to learn and grow? So everywhere you're allowing the external to dictate your internal state, whether it be from your parents, your peer group, TV, Facebook, whatever, wherever you're drawing a negative state or a negative conclusion about yourself that is external. Anywhere you're doing that, can you now allow yourself to breathe into that, and can you let that go? Anywhere you're letting something external form a negative opinion about yourself or your self-image, letting that go. Breathe into it, guys. Anywhere you're not seeing yourself the way Source sees you, the way your inner being, your heart and soul, God, whatever word you want to use for that, the universe, anywhere your opinions, your ego, your programming is cutting you off from the way that the creative force of all life feels about you. Can you now breathe into that, and can you let that go? Because you know that's not true. That's not accurate. Can you allow yourself to feel the truth, to feel the unconditional love? Can you allow that to expand? Can you allow that to grow? And notice where it comes from. Notice where that source is of these good feelings or these better feelings. So everywhere you're cutting yourself off from acceptance, from seeing the value in yourself, from seeing the good in yourself, can you allow yourself to breathe into that? Can you let that go? So anything else that is preventing you or holding you back, that from the place of unconditional love, you can now see that pattern or this energy, whatever it is, for what it really is, the falsehood that it really is. Anything preventing you from being the star of your own life, being the hero in your life's journey, can you allow yourself to breathe into that resistance? Can you let it go? And can you let it go some more? Can you let it go some more? And from a more expanded place, can you now invite your inner hero to arise? Can you invite your inner lion into your heart? Can you hear your heart roar just a little bit more? And maybe we're not quite there yet, but just can you open the door to that? To the possibility of you starring in your own life. You embarking on whatever hero's journey you need to embark on to grow, to get better, to enjoy life that much more, to allow life to be that much richer. And can you allow that awareness to rise up in you even more? You are the hero in your life. Can you allow that awareness to arise in you even more? This awareness of your potential, this is like a pleasant surprise of your abilities, this innate abilities that you've always had, your gifts that you've always had, and this kind of rediscovery of your powers, your rediscovery of your talents, of your abilities. Hey, I can do this. And this realization when you're not beating up on yourself, when you're not in the noise, from the still and quiet place that you are empowered and you are connected and you have what it takes. So allow yourself to breathe into that. Allow yourself to get a sense of this expansion. You want to feel in your inner being, you want to feel where you're seated now that your connection is even stronger than when we started. And you should feel that your spirit is expanded, that your soul has a sense of expansion, a sense of awareness, and a sense of strength. So anything that's still remaining, now you're even more connected, even more empowered, anything that's still remaining that needs to be let go of, can you let that go now? And you can move your body if you need to shake it off, whatever you need to do. Allow yourself that freedom. Can you accept where you are? Even if it's not where you want to be. Can you love and accept where you are and be okay with that? Just for this moment, if it's uncomfortable, can you allow yourself to just accept yourself and accept what is, where you are? Can you stop judging yourself about it? Because you're not where you want to be, or where your parents think you should be, or where your spouse or whoever thinks you should be. Maybe you're the biggest critic where you think you should be. Can you just allow yourself to accept where you are? And can you be in this moment, can you be okay with that? Can you just be okay? And feel the relief of that. Feel the relief of that burden not on your shoulders anymore. Breathing it out. More relaxed, relieved. Maybe you feel more free to act, that you've accepted where you are. Making peace with where you are. If you're at the beginning of a new journey, that's great. Can you be at peace about that? If you're in the middle of it, if you're fighting the dragons, can you be at peace with that? Can you be in the moment? Can you be present despite the external? If you're returning and you're facing challenges in the return, can you allow yourself to be okay with that? Can you allow yourself to be present and connected and supported wherever you are, whatever phase that you're in? Can you allow yourself to be okay with where you are now? Can you let go of the struggle, the unnecessary struggle? There's some struggle and growth, sure, but not you don't have to make yourself suffer more. There's no reward for extra suffering. So can you allow yourself to let go of some more weight? Can you let yourself be easy, be easier about everything, about your challenges, about whatever it is you're facing in life? Can you allow yourself to face it with a sense of ease, with a sense of clarity? So guys, you can put your hands on your heart if you want to expand these feelings as we move into clarity, as you feel the acceptance of yourself, as you feel the acceptance of where you are, clearer, easier, allowing that resistance to just fade away, allowing yourself to feel the reassurance of your inner being, feel the courage, feel the peace, to feel the strength, all the gifts and the talents that you got back in touch with today. Allowing yourself to feel that sense of worth, sense of worthiness, but also that sense of fullness, that you do have value, that you do have something to offer, that you do have the resources to go on your next step in your journey, and that you will be okay. So allowing yourself now to feel that resourcefulness, the inner resources, and allow that feeling to expand. Confidence, courage, the support. With this silence, you can hear your guidance, clarity. And the love, allowing yourself to feel that love for yourself, that grace that you cultivated, and allowing it to be okay. So inviting again, the last time, inviting the image of the hero within. So this version of yourself, this best version of yourself, can you allow that up even more? I feel like now it's more open, it's more allowable, it's more acceptable. Feeling your strength, feeling your resourcefulness, feeling your empowerment. One, two, three, integrating everything. 4, 5, feeling resourceful, feeling the boon, feeling your strength. 5, 6, 7, feeling courageous. 8, 9, feeling more clear. And 10, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes as you gently come back to the call.
Whoa. Before we open the 5 minutes, something that I'm learning here, it's very beautiful. Maybe just be with open eyes or closed eyes, just sense inside your body what's alive right now. Where do you feel something? Where's something coming from? Just give it a second. And if someone wants to put it in the open, then feel free to do that. Like my hands are vibrating, my whole body is vibrating right now. Was exactly what I needed after this week. Let's all just sense what this did to us, and then the space is open if someone wants to share. Thank you, Trent. Thank you.
Trent, I just want to say divine timing again,
I just
as
start my
always.
maybe.
Sorry, Hendrik. I've been listening to the Surrender Experiment and now Untethered Soul, and Trent, this just ties everything in perfectly. As always, you just have divine timing. Thank you.
Wow, like Trent, thank you so much. I so agree with your divine timing. Like all the questions you asked, poof, they just hit release after release after stuck thing after, and I needed to cry. Like this long time, I want to cry, but I couldn't cry. And you just released that, and that's beautiful. Thank you so much. Yours so on point with everything, and. I love you, man. Give you all the support you can in the quarantine phase, and you are a hero. You're definitely a hero. You're leading by example, and thank you so much for that as well.
Yeah, so I know this one wasn't necessarily easy. Maybe need to be revisited and kind of, I don't know, like I even feel like I need to, just keep processing it or something. It seems kind of heavy, but the good news is next week, yeah, it's a circle, isn't it, Barbara? You go over and over, and then you get the fun part, and then you get the challenges, and then yeah, you're so right about that. Next week is going to be like a lot easier, so that's the good news. I hope. I mean, again, sometimes I'll have something planned. I'm like, oh yeah, this is what's going to happen, and then sometimes I'll get like a download, and it's like, nope, you got to say this today, and this got to be like this, and I try to do that more and more. I think when it's done like that, it's more pure, and it's versus like rigid, and you know what I mean, like too much planned. I just try to be more divinely inspired by it. So quickly, guys, I'll share next week is about, where is it? Next week's speaking of divine timing, next week is about living in love and trust. So it is kind of more of a surrender themed meditation. So that's what we're like, two or three of you guys were talking about that in your just now. So there we go. We got more of it. And so guys, definitely make sure you come next week. I'll hopefully have gotten caught up on sleep and even more energized, and we'll have a great time and all benefit from it. So thanks again for everybody coming today. Much love and much appreciation to everybody.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Just, I need to listen to this again, and I'm just kind of startled by the idea of next week. I'm like, okay, whoa. Really wonderful. Thank you, Tran. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Bonjour. Bon dimanche. Bye, Thierry.
Thank you so much. Wonderful.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Have a great day.
Gracias.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye, Terry.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks so much.
Love and light to you all. Namaste. Bless you all.